Hello and welcome to a fun one. We have the last stack of packs from the 1992 O-Pee-Chee Hockey Series. So let's take a look. I've been waiting to see the bottom of this box because if you notice on the back, there is this image and some trophy winners there. And inside on the bottom, there is also this. So this looks to be, almost like a large card itself, and talks about Partick Roy, the Vezina Trophy winner, 1992 William M. Jennings Trophy winner, Partick Roy of the Canadiens. It is awarded annually to the goalkeeper, adjudged to be the best at the position, playing a minimum of 25 games for the team with the fewest goals scored against it. So pretty cool. 2 trophies that year. And the Canadiens had the least amount of goals, 207. The next team up was the Blackhawks with 236. So it's a pretty big gap, around 29 fewer goals over the season. And on the bottom, because this is O-Pee-Chee, you have the French version as well. So very neat. I wonder if these are collectible on their own, if the backs of these boxes are. So I'll do a little more research, but fun to see that as we're getting down to the last stack of the box. That said, we have our podium here. The best card will go there until there's one remaining at the end. That will be our winner. We'll talk about players, cards, a little bit of history, a little bit of pricing, and in this case, the packs. There are 4 different versions. This one says, here, I'll open them up and show them to you. This one says, be a superstar and say no to drugs. Instead, they recommend to get high on hockey. And you've got your French version as well. So even the packs are pretty unique. That's a fun part of this set that I've found pretty enjoyable. We got Chris Draper, Vladimir Ruzicka, Bob Kudelski, and we're looking for a few cards in here. Martin Brodeur, Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, maybe a Mark Messier, and here's a Steve Yzerman, great player from an incredible the Red Wings team. Guy Herbet, Joseph Baranek, Troy Murray, Igor Kravchuk. And here is our anniversary series. Each pack has an anniversary card at the bottom, and this one is going to be Jeremy Roenick. Very nice. All right, pack number 2. This one is going to be the Card Price Guide catalog. You could order for $16.95, I believe. And it has the Charlton Standard Catalog of hockey cards. And it's got 20,000 or so card prices. And you could order that through them. Ulf Samuelsson, Ron Sutter, Perry Berezin. We'll go with Berezin. If you know something better, definitely let me know. Dana Merzen. All right. Scott Stevens from the New Jersey Devils. That's a cool one. We'll put that one into a sleeve. All right. And we got Jeff Bukaboom from the New York Rangers. Pat LaFontaine, Buffalo Sabres, and Kalle Johansson, Capitals. And here we have a checklist for our card here. That's the anniversary series checklist. You can see it's got a lot of players, 25 cards, player cards, and the checklist. We got all your old classic stars, and then you have all the, at the time, big stars in the 90s. And here's a card holding a locker. There's a cardboard locker for your cards with a space for each of the hockey teams. And we're starting out with Frank Pietrangelo, Bob Assessna, Ray Shepard, Anatoly Semenov, Peter Nedved, Steve Leach, Mark Lamb, Peter Stastny, and Mike Bossy is our anniversary series card. Has a cool signature imprint on the bottom, and there's our front and of the Islanders. And this card in a PSA 10 has a value of around $20 or so, and which is oftentimes going to be more than the cost to grade it, but nonetheless, cool looking card. We will add it to our team here, and for right now, Mike will take our podium. So we've got someone on there, and who's going to come next? We'll see. This is our belt pack wrapper. So you could put 40 cards into here, put it on your belt, and wear it around. So at any moment, you can have access to those 40 cards wherever you are, for whatever reason you may want them. And Gaetan Duchesne, Partick Roy. All right, very cool. Partick Roy cards are always great to pull out. This one has really pretty good centering on it. Sharp corners, sharp edges, and worth around $50 or so in a PSA 10. And so we'll check it out further. Most things will not be 10s, so nothing guaranteed. It could be near worthless, but to me as a collector, it's fun pulling out a Partick Roy from any pack. And so for now, we'll have him. And just like that, Mike Bossy is shifting down, and Partick Roy is our new podium holder as we move on next to Gary Galley. Neil Broughton, Owen Nolan, Thomas Steen, Dominik Hasek. All right, there we go. Very fun to see this. Dominik cards are great, and he started just a couple years earlier, so this is early in his career. Worth around $35 or so in a PSA 10. So again, nothing wild, but still very cool to find one in good shape and try to keep it that way. So I think Partick Roy, given his longevity, will maintain our podium. And we have Nicholas Lidstrom. All right, another great player who started just a couple years earlier. And yeah, I think the 91-92 season. So that's cool. And our anniversary series is the Oilers Mark Messier. Very cool. I like that a lot. Wow, look at Messier. Way back when he started, I think that was 78. And then he was on 79, he was in the Oilers. So 78 to 79, he was the Indianapolis, then Cincinnati, and then the Oilers. Mark Messier, very cool. Let's add him to our team. And it's interesting to see like their rookie-ish cards too, even though it's a couple years later. All right, moving through, we are on the middle of the pack. It is the Get High on Hockey pack for this one, number 5 of 9. So we are rounding the turn and starting out here with Tom Fergus from the Canucks, followed by another Canuck, Dave Babich. And we have Bernie Parent. Very cool. Very, very cool. Philadelphia goalie from the 68-69 season. That's awesome. we're definitely going to put that into a sleeve just because of how cool it looks. And we will add him to our team because that is awesome. All right, Gilbert Dion, Philippe Bozan, the Cleveland Crusaders with Gary Cheevers. Old style card, I believe, from 72 to 73. So that's an interesting one for sure. J.J. Dagnall of the Canadiens, and Michael Goulet of the Blackhawks. And our anniversary is Tony Esposito. Very cool. I love the retro look. And at least for us at the time, it was the look. So cool to see it. Another Get High on Hockey. And this is starting out with Jeremy Roenick, Guy Herbet, Pavel Bure. That's cool. Looks like it's his Premier 92 card. This card front features Pavel Bure in a photo never before used on an O-Pee-Chee card, shown here with the original border design from 1992. It's a reproduction of his Premier 67 card from that year. And this is the 92-93 set, so must be relatively close, but it's fun to kind of see these variations of the cards even within the same set. Felix Potvin, Al McInnes, Brett Hull. All right. Always great to see a Brett Hull card. Very nice. Mark Grieg. Greg Adams. I think we just saw that recently. Maybe even in the same pack. And our anniversary is going to be Grant Fuhr. Very cool. And this is his 81-82 Oilers card. Nice. Just a few packs to go. Here's our wrapper with the Price Guide magazine. And first one up, super waxed, is Jacques Cloutier, Yui Krupp, Brian Lawton. And what's fun too, a little detail, is they match the back, kind of the gradient color pattern on the back of the card with kind of the team colors. So you get a little bit of kind of that aspect to the backs too, which is nice, a nice detail. And Gerard Gallant, Paul Coffey, Scott Mellenby, and Brett Hull, another Brett Hull card. Very cool to see that. And this is his, I think his rookie card from 88 to 89. So that looks pretty neat to be able to see that. Almost as if you have a Brett Hull rookie, even though we don't have a Brett Hull rookie. But it feels like it, and it kind of looks like it. So I like it. All right. Next up, Peter Svoboda on the Sabres. And our anniversary is going to be Marcel Donnie from the Red Wings. And I think his first year was 1971 draft. So there we go. And on these cards, in the 25th anniversary, there's that cool kind of matte cutout in the middle where you could see 25th. So I like that a lot. And let's put him into a sleeve because it's in pretty good shape. And even though it looks older than it is, it's still pretty neat. So we'll keep that and move on to our next pack. We're in the final stretch, just 2 to go. This is our card locker wrapper. And what lies in store? what do we hope for? Let's start there, right? So I think it would be cool to get a maybe a Sergei Fedorov, maybe a Wayne Gretzky, Patrick Roy, or Brodeur. That could be a good grouping. Igor Olenov, Joel Otto, Russ Romanek. And there's also in the anniversary series at the end, like the last card in the pack, there is also a Gretzky in that one, which could be cool. Or Patrick Roy in there. Chris Dahlquist, Rick Natras, Guy Carbonneau, Sean McEachern. And our anniversary is Steve Yzerman. Very cool. Great player on a great Red Wings team. And fun to see that. So nice. And that brings us to the last pack of the last stack of the box of this 92 O-Pee-Chee Hockey. We have our belt holder for the cards there as the wrapper. Anything could be inside. Let's hope for something real big. We've had a good run so far, so whatever it is, I'll be happy. Though I'm excited to see what can be next, starting out with Tony Amonte. Next up, we have Joe Sakic, Vladimir Ruzicka, Mario Lemieux. All right. There we go. We got something cool. Always great to get a Lemieux card. Centering is a little off, though the picture is awesome. And definitely happy to find this one. He will easily make it onto our team of the day. And let's see what we've got here. All right. Do you think Lemieux overtakes Roy? It's possible. Let's keep it moving. And I think for now he does. We're looking for something big. We got it. He deserves the spot for the moment. And we have Chris King, Joe Murphy, Frederick Olason, and Glenn Healy. Cool goalie shot there. And lastly, our anniversary series, the last card of them all, is Larry Robinson, defense of the Montreal Canadiens. And there's that 25th anniversary in the surface. Very cool. What a way to wrap it up. So with that, let's take a look at our team for the day. We have our Mario Lemieux. I think he'll be our winner. And along with that, some other really good players. Patrick Roy, great to see him. Dominik Hasek, another great goalie. And Mike Bossy of the anniversary series. So with that, we have our team for the day. And a really, really great box. I like that whole series. I like the inserts. I like the details. So fun to open up that one. Hope you had some good times as we went. Hope you learned something. And there you have it. Until next time.